of them are calling for election of all positions, with the exception of research and elections, which we are
NPP, NDC, the Christians, akko elections sa wo two Christians, akko elections sa wo meimu, obi campaign ti omo.
No.
And they even win the Zongo vote.
Yes.
NPP at every moment, NPP were not now.
Yeah.
And a Muslim on their ticket, and people still don't care. So, me honorable, I think going forward, NPP shouldn't pay attention to some of them. Look, Obia a Ghanaian. The constitution says the president and vice president should be a Ghanaian about 41 years and a sound mind person. And you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honorable, so the other
one is what have triggered issues, and people are, and that's why I was calling for calm in the party. And I want to read in our
send a move proposal in the party. Thank you.
Yes, say all the proposals submitted to the amendment committee on the presidential primaries recommend that the party should conduct an early presidential primaries to elect the flag bearer, considering the difficulties the party finds itself. Then let me jump and come to where it has become a board of contention and people are talking about it. You see, they say that electing a flag bearer now make it a potential the president of Ghana in the eyes of the international community. Our political opponents, the business community, the civil society, and then the general Ghanaians believe that if we let our flag bearer enough, he gets the gravitas to carry the party along and make a necessary impact for the world of action. Say it me in Pakuni in Tema, a bet me and I say we receive on presidential primaries and calling on the party to conduct a presidential primaries first. That's the proposal we receive.
Okay.
You see, we should conduct the presidential primaries first.
Okay.
Till after having extended the electoral college for the presidential election.
Okay. So we should conduct the presidential primaries first after expanding the electoral college. So how do you expand the electoral college?
That's why I said
so you expand it by so it means that former MP or some put them they are there. So now near any honor the polling station, the electoral
level. So when we expand it, we just do it.
So near any the polling station and the electoral areas.
Yes.
But for the unit,
they are there.
They are there
we
already.
Can just go to the Ministry of Local Government. We will get the list of all MNDCs from two. In fact, with the Obi to say Honorable Obiamo. It's an institution at the local government.
Yes.
Your own boss,
Honorable Damboche.
It's an institution when it comes to electoral matters and of this party. So when we are able to get,
but if I will cry, all the issue directives the constituency be and submitted all former DCs.
By the close of the day,
all former MPs.
Or we say by the close of the day,
because my family constituency or career, you will two former MPs now. Honorable BDK Edu, Awet, and Honorable Damboche.
Obama constituency, I'm the only person. Because CS Crab is late, Ukule Norte is late. I'm the only person.
And I
offer baby to sab look my way. In fact, me met me at I'm all the former MPs, your friend is in Greater Accra.
Offer former DC is say in fact, who is also MP because now we are permanent of including the Propon and former DC, you know, for 4 time 8 years. We're free, honorable budget. So you the former DC unnecessary MP. So it means you need former DC be out here.
So Obeto Aba
as MP.
As an MP. Who call baby said Tama West? Oh, you have not or she about say Edu, Alosa Inca. Who call baby to say Tama friend is saying Tama West, Tama East, only titles Global, Onope. Who call baby say Tama Central, your Hansen Norte and KB. Asa. Uba baby to say your friend is saying Kruwo. You have only Afoli. Uba baby to say your friend is saying la Teshi Honum. You have Okoboy any Aje near Aje
Soa.
Dabi honestly your friend Aje boy.
Okay.
Any friend is saying Gladys non Leashiti. Uba baby say Kole we have only Edumante. Uba baby say Odudu we have only Nibi Aibonte. Uba baby to say Ablukuma South. Yenibi. Uba Ablukuma West. Only Oslo Usu. Uba Ablukuma Central. Me Amity. Uka Ablukuma North. Kwamina Battles. Ekwe Usu Free. Shila Battles. Joe Apia. Uko baby to say English Amanfo. We have only like Sebatatete. And then so it's so simple.
Basically, and very difficult to get.
It is not difficult at all.
And difficult to get.
It is not difficult at all.
Okay. So, but the problem, you know. So honorable, adi amode ba yi. Brofo na wakan. Matete say council ni so mbeye polling station no December mu. Ana enu so proposal. See so say Congress and a conference accept here. It means about 2 polling station no December mu. Anya sa.
Yeah, that's what we didn't give a date.
Okay.
But we don't have a calendar of the existing executives. But the enemy say the current polling station executive, their term of office ends in December this year.
Okay.
And then the constituency is I think in March. I think the last batch of executives ending the national for which ends somewhere I think August or September.
Okay, that's next year.
Yes. Okay. But you see, some also argue say part in the constitution article 13 it talks about the time I say the year your friend say
presidential
election or say not later than the next election. Not two years not later than the next election. It means that even Aminu can say we can have a presidential primaries. You know why? Because the current police executives from the time of office ends soon here.
Legitimate.
Yes, they have a right. And there's nowhere in the constitution.
Date for the presidential election
is determined by the National Council.
International Council share and nanui and say
so the current people have the right.
They have the right.
There's nowhere in the constitution say current police executives can only elect parliamentary candidate or president candidate once in their office. No, there's nowhere in the constitution. There's nowhere in the constitution. So you have every right to say we are going to conduct police election. Presidential primaries in November.
The difference is that the polling station to the national level omo a mandatory 4-year term. Into omo the end enso ya
exactly.
But the presidential and parliamentary need say national council na entry date national council betumi aka say even sitting MP square no or china ye koto aba a parliamentary candidate the national council decide so be it.
Yes, because in the constitution or say 30 or say you can national council set date and venue. So national council can say now you Tuesday Sunday ya to presidential primaries may be a nomination, but the only challenge they want on say
our time limit
to open nomination 6 months
close now.
Exactly.
Okay,
that is why pay the calculation as I say be 6 months and all. In fact, we are even amend that portion as well.
Okay, the 6 months.
The 6 months because sometimes we be 6 months to open nomination but obika can so 2 months, obi say 1 month, obi say because parliamentary maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks so that's the argument of other people who say or more to say time
okay,
and there's nowhere in the constitution that binds them from going to elect
one
flag bearer
a legitimate executive.
And by the time another council so 2 years because pushy we no so educate obi spec na Agyarko court or say within.
Okay, so a very illogical say obi be call for early congress now the same person can say or prevent the current executives from voting in that early congress. You can't have early congress where will prevent the current executives from voting.
Let me be honest with you, all the people who have decided to contest for the presidential primaries that appear before us, all of them, I can say we should elect our candidates as early as possible.
Okay,
all of them,
including
the exception of Ono.
Okay,
but Ono argument they say time is bang and how are we going by it? But all of them.
All right. Honorable Yebreno Asun, we cry.
But Nipa or no edit I don't want to mention the person. No, so you should say from this time up to March. They said to me.
Yes, say to me. Okay. So what to say? Yes, we do my no. Yeah. Asante Pacho for the Hawk, the Democrat newspaper no. Eto na Honorable Ankasa who headline no. Na me no envy on that because there's a headline from the Hawk newspaper and I think oko social media so that is what people are saying. Say and only the intention behind this top down. So clearly, we have top down approach.
No. So in fact, from yesterday, I've been getting calls. And I'll ask myself, where are you getting these things from? Because even the person that you who feel say, Onuka appear before the committee, is calling for early Congress. All of them.
Oh. And you know, and yes, sir, but okay, so basically, panic Bawumia camp, stress party rule to block Ken.
In what way?
They think, sir, Niamodia Beya see to presidential and first, no, to favor Dr. Mahmoud.
In what way?
And to block other people.
In what way?
In
what way? Because you see, that is why I'm making this passionate appeal. To a party in Penningful anymore. You see, sometimes I see some of these people who make this kind of comments and say it's because they have gotten what they want in this party. Because Minimobi was sebi. When the party was struggling to come to power in 2016, he was nowhere to be found. But opportunity to become a minister or deputy minister, party for and then he jumped from one radio station to another and be saying all manner of things.
Honorable Chairman,
he said all manner of things. But when the party was struggling, where was he? Because he has gotten what he wants.
Honorable, those people they be before 19 and
I'm telling you. So
before 19 and
how am I going to block your friends like in Japan? Do you know who I'm going to vote for as a police station chairman? I know be friend and said, look, also honorable. And so everybody and I said, look, I've heard a lot of people. If you come and meet your car, I'll even contest. You don't know until you rather come and join me because if you come out of president, because me
parliament to be the president.
I said,
I qualify.
I call it maybe Bruce Ukraine president 40. Now me I don't 16th of July next month. 47. Until me qualify.
I didn't want to that. Oh, Ghana needs so. And happen a constitution.
Me and team fast here. I have every right to contest. But I want to make this passionate, especially to those of us who speaks for the potential presidential aspirants. Let's desist from what we are doing to ourselves in the media and in the social media. And I mean, shall we go be so? I'll say a friend saying, say, Ubua, and I'll be on the family. They should hold Bawumia and then call for response. I mean, all these things, it will not help us. It will not help us. What at all do we want? What at all are we fighting for? In the interest of the party, I want to beg all of us. Now, no, what did I kind of decline? I see Dr. Bawumia, a friend, I wish him a happy birthday.
Yes.
And that he's going to respond to his message. And that on only Bawumia any problem. Now, yeah, I agree with you. Yes, sir. And I think this should be a lesson to all of us who, in one way or the other, are supporting aspirants. Now, you enjoy. Because MY can be also. I mean, make Kasa be so. Yen ya no kasa yi. Any baby be kano. Because nya ye be kano eno ena ye di be buyen for.
Yeah.
Nya bi mo kan ye in the opposition. Obi say, oh, Sir John Mahama eba within 1 week.
Galamsey Bejai.
And then the whole executives of NDC are doing Galamsey.
Obi say Mahama charter plan and the vice charter plan and may resign. Oh. And they are charter plan.
Obviously, within a pen of a paper, you bet me with you see a friend is saying data at their mind. And then Omaka Manatum. Obviously, within your friend is saying 1 month in your friend's Mahama administration, there's nowhere I'll be quiet Galamsey. And then Galamsey air the hypocrisy of these people.
Honorable Madam say, but you see, what can you say in air no crap? Namum and penny for so you who camera and here can say, ye penkabum, ni we so a pian koran kose munko di atem no so musu nyai because kukuru ya keke ona pa ugiri say empanifo ye gina battery so bi aso aye serious say obe calling in Crawford to order na wa be ko wayward bi obe hwepon to lion aka sumdwe mai.
I'm telling you
me da so na and opa mi nua ba ko e friend too much keke Kim Patwa of my FM say so much spring so baby. Good morning to you so here obai umetua ofi Kofodua bankan umehwehwe emitua ayi amantamsa and opa bia obi ametia ona bo me da say ye behwe wanim say bre ne bra no menim say afre na nkomo ye frase yi ebe hia ona waman obi a watie wani bia no begiri so benya a proper understanding of issues na a radio on social media so ade na nya top down approach ona bo we ni ye den because asia kakra na ye de soro kakra ba ne akan finfin nti wo be kan say enti ye fa asia ne kakra ne afa soro kakra na fi wi ani ye finfin die no na aboa party ni nyina ona abo Ebenezer Nate former NP Ablikuma Central and then member of the NPP Constitutional Review Committee chaired by Honorable Frank Davis and no pay no edi enkomo ora Chris Jokweku manager medase pa say wonso so ne ye bomodin afa if for time kakra eni team ni nyina ye da masimi din di kwaku da